This is going to be the build of the Everyday Essentials or HulkFit Power Cage. So right now I'm unboxing everything. Those are the J-hooks. Now I'm taking out all of the hardware, and it's just a set of bolts, nuts, and 2 wrenches.
And for the bolts, they're all the same size except for 4 of them, which are a little bit shorter, and those are going to get used on a specific part of the build.
Taking out this box, which contains some of the cross pieces, the section for the pull-up bar, and also the base. So this is the back piece, the base. And then out of the box, they're kind of buried in there. You'll see that they have these little feet on them, and those go on the right and the left side of the base, and you just want to line up the holes on each side. So it should look like this. Now I'm taking out 2 of the yellow beams. There's 4 in total. It doesn't matter which ones you're using for the front or the back, and there's no right side up or right side down. So now you're going to take the yellow post and you're going to slide it in between the back piece and the perpendicular piece and line up the holes. So next you're going to want to take your bolts, put it all the way through to the other side, take your nut, put that on, tighten it with the wrenches. Do the same thing on the other side, bolt through, put the nut on, tighten it up with the wrenches, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side and tighten it up. So next I'm taking out the 2 front yellow pieces. They're all the same, so it doesn't matter which ones you're using.
So this is the section where you want to use the 4 shorter bolts.
These just go in on their own. You don't have to slide them in between another piece. Make sure you tighten them up. Next, we're grabbing the top right and left cross beam, and as you can see, it's just flat on one end. So you might have to shift those yellow beams just a little bit, line up the holes. Do the same thing on the other side, and it should be looking like that. Now this is the back cross piece. So there's only one piece that looks like this, and you can see it has that little kind of plate. And you're probably going to want to get another person to help you because it's difficult to do without that. A tip I learned is to put both of the bolts in first through the yellow piece, and then it's a lot easier to line it up, and it'll go through the holes on the other side. Tighten it up. You're going to do the same thing on the other side. So see, bolts go in, line it up, put the plate on, put the nuts on, tighten it up. Okay, and now we're going to do the piece de résistance, the pull-up bar in the front. So like I was doing there, you might just have to push that yellow beam to get the holes to line up. Make sure you're putting the bolts on, and then same thing, nuts on the other side. And then you're going to tighten it up, and you can do the same thing on the other side. And there we go. So now I'm just putting in the safety bars with the J-hooks. These are how the dip bars go in that come with it, which are pretty awesome. And that's pretty much the setup, and you can obviously put those wherever you want. You see the J-hooks in the back there for bench press, and obviously you can shift them around. So that's the build of the HulkFit or Everyday Essentials Power Cage. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about the build.